Hi, my name is David Morgan, co founder of SD Marketing. We're a marketing agency that works exclusively with security companies and fire and life safety companies all throughout the country. And over these next few minutes, I wanted to just share with you a little bit of my direct experience with that of Jonathan Mast, who's the CEO of Whitebeard Strategies, in terms of his involvement with AI, topical authority, etc. So, with that said, I'll go ahead and just address a couple of things. First of all, I've known Jonathan for a number of years because we belong together to the same mastermind, the Seven Figure Agency, and we've gotten to know each other. Although I will say, in these last 6, 9 months, he and I really gotten to know each other really, really well. And he invited me to his inaugural mastermind on topical authority, which is something that's really important to me in my industry, my vertical market, is to really position myself well as that of the authority. And I'll tell you what, really what he helped with is reinforcing what I already know. And by the way, sometimes that's actually really, really important. But more importantly, specifically providing me with the tools to be able to execute. Because here's the problem. I would imagine each and every single one of you that are watching this, you share the same thing in common with me. It's like this clock right here, this watch, and I know it's not an Apple Watch, it's one of the old fashioned ones. But I keep asking it to slow down and it doesn't listen. And part of my issue is like, I've got 100 things to do today and I only have time to do 10. And, really, what he's helped me specifically with that of really positioning myself well as that of the go-to marketing resource in our industry, specifically with becoming more of the topical authority, is he's established and he has specifically taught me directly what the step-by-step approach in terms of anything from specifically creating like written content to video content to social content, webinar based things. And the whole point here, and I'm not going to be doing this justice, but literally from soup to nuts, from A to Z, step one, do this, step two, do this, and so on and so forth. And for me, sometimes, as my team knows here very well, I need a little bit of extra hand holding. And if I can get it, that means you can get it because I am not very systematic. That's not my area of expertise. It's like, all right, let me know what I need to do in terms of this specific task and I'll get it done. Uh, Anyhow, so I cannot recommend him enough. I will say, like, generally speaking, in terms of like AI as a category, I'll tell you what. I'm sure we've heard the old adage of like dog years and like generally speaking, a dog year equals, I don't know, 5, 10, 20 years of of for us as humans. And in AI, it is just like things are changing just like this. Like literally every single week, there's a big new announcement. And one of the things that I do is I do rely on Jonathan and some of the groups that I belong to with him, and even some of the Facebook groups, to really keep me up to speed, to really understand where are we today, what is the latest and greatest. And by the way, it's important not to have the shiny object syndrome. However, as leaders in our respective businesses, we need to adopt AI, and we've really adopted AI here in our group, and it's made a huge, meaningful difference. And don't get me wrong, we still have a long ways to go. But one of the things is working closely with Jonathan and his group. He's really helped us to make sure that we understand which are the primary tools that we need to be using. But it's not just about knowing which tools; it's more importantly how to use them and what's the framework. Because when I first started, I would do these very simplistic prompts, and now I'm not saying that I'm an expert, but the outputs that I'm getting because of the framework that Jonathan has shared with me directly has really helped. So, look, I cannot stress enough. Like, if you're not a part of his free Facebook group, join it today. If he has any availability for some of his mastermind groups, and by the way, the group that I belonged to was a very, very small, so I would imagine, I don't want to speak for him, but I would imagine that these are going to be smaller groups. So if there's availability, don't think about it. Like, jump on it right away because you may have to wait for this. Because I think part of, and once again, I don't want to speak for him, but I believe part of why he does this is so that he can give that personalized touch, if that makes sense. Because really, this is not just a matter of, ultimately, hey, here's your information and good luck. It's more along the lines of let's roll our sleeves up together and get these things. And I know that there's multiple layers. He's actually even come out with a course which I'm in the process of going through right now, and I actually have my team actually going through it as well, because really it's not just about me personally as one of the leaders of my group to know how to do this, but it's my team as well, because it's as a leader, it's important to inspire that of our teams to have them be the best that they can be. So appreciate you listening to all this rambling, and I hope that this helps. I just, once again, I cannot stress enough. Jonathan is a great man. He is incredibly knowledgeable. This is all that he focuses on. And if you have the opportunity in one way, shape, or form to work directly with him, to join his groups or what have you, I can't recommend him enough. So I hope this helps for you. If you're on the fence, if you can find me on LinkedIn if you have any questions for me about any of the things that I've covered. But until next time, make it a great day.